Yo, in this video, I'm going to be telling you why you're getting a whole bunch of clicks, but no sales, but you need to pay attention. You need to follow instructions. You need to listen to what I'm about to tell you, because one of the things that I see common with people who are having this problem is that they don't listen to what I'm saying or to what the program I put them through is saying, and they do things the way they want to do it anyway, and they still get a whole bunch of clicks and no sales, no results, right? So you want to put your efforts into the right flow of things. You want to make sure you're taking the right steps in order to get results. So please listen, pay attention, take this seriously, because in the end, guys, nothing in your business is going to change unless you change. So I'm going to break it down. I'm winging this a bit, okay, but I'm going to give you some great value that you'll be able to take with you wherever you go. As far as marketing, I usually help affiliate marketers and network marketers get more results in their business, get more leads, get more sales. But if you're not in that particular niche, this stuff will apply to you too. Okay, so these are a lot of basic principles that are literally holding you back from getting results. Okay, so I want you to just really think about it and be logical about it and make it make sense in your head, because a lot of the stuff that we're doing online, it ain't making sense, right? So all we have to do is bring it down a notch, pay attention, listen, make sure it's, a logical, sometimes logic ain't really that great either in this particular field. Excuse me, but I'll get into that. So, I want to get into some of the main reasons, the categories why you're getting clicks and not sales. Okay. Number one, okay. One of the reasons I find that people are getting clicks and no sales is because either they overlook something, didn't take the time to set up things properly, or maybe the system just crapped out, right? So and that's an unfortunate piece as far as the system crapping out. But one of the reasons why you're not getting clicks you're not getting sales, is probably because something isn't working correctly. Okay. And so don't get me wrong. If you're getting clicks to an affiliate link, you're probably like, okay, if I'm getting clicks, it's working. Yeah, but a lot of times the process that we take, and we'll talk about that here shortly, the process that we takes more than the person hitting your site once. So if you have everything set up to where they are getting to your affiliate marketing site, and maybe your process is broken on the process after that, then you're probably not getting any sales because of that. So you want to make sure your system is set up correctly. Now, I actually promote a system that helps you set up your system, whether you want to resell affiliate marketing, or maybe you want to set up a system of your own. It'll help you set that up step by step. The link will be at the top of the description of this video. Pretty much everything I talk about in this video, if you're ready to become a professional, if you're ready to take things to the next level using our step-by-step videos and our mastermind and community over the shoulder training, the link will be down there. So I'm just going to flow with the training. But that's the first thing. Okay. So a lot of people go out and be like, well, my system is good, I've checked it, and they still be wrong. So if you're finding yourself saying that to yourself, I want to, encourage you to just drop your ego, go look at it, maybe have a buddy or a friend or a mentor look at it too, to make sure everything is working correctly. Literally put your email in there, test it, make sure you get everything you're supposed to get from A to Z. Okay. That's the first piece that really, that kind of, jacks everybody up. Now, you got different principles within marketing that you should be applying to your business, whether you're in affiliate marketing, network marketing, you have a traditional business. Is certain principles that you need to be following. And within those principles, one of the things that really jack people up is the traffic quality or source, right? It may be the quality of the traffic, it may be the source, it may be the target, the targeting could be off. So you also want to make sure that you are practicing good principles when it comes to traffic. Okay. So if I'm selling ice cream and my target market, I'm sending it to 35-year-olds, Well, technically, 35-year-olds with kids, that probably won't be too bad. But if I'm sending, let's just say I'm selling kids toys and I'm sending it to 35-year-olds with no kids, then guess what? Unless somebody got some great aunties and uncles and stuff, no one's going to really purchase that. So you need to make sure your traffic is as targeted as possible. All traffic ain't good traffic, okay? So you have to understand that just because you're selling something, you're good, you're providing a solution, are you putting it in front of the right people? Okay, so traffic, we could talk about traffic a lot, and that's one of the big things that really stop people. But the target marketing is that principle, right? That maybe you might be missing in your business. So you want to look and see, who am I putting this product or service in front of? Am I putting it in front of the right people? This is serious stuff. Like, if you want to change your results, you need to address these things. All right. Let's get into the fact that, especially in the affiliate marketing world, the network marketing world, and it could be happening in any world, because these scammers, y'all, they getting out of control. Let's just talk about the fact that people are out there lurking around the corners, waiting for you to look for an easy button to push, right? So they can sell you some trash traffic. I'm trying not to curse on this channel, guys, because I'm monetized and I don't want to lose it. So basically, it's people out there, unfortunately, that's waiting to hurt you in your pockets and your business, and they're doing whatever it takes to take your coins. Okay. Now, there's a difference to me between bad, scammers and not so good traffic. Okay. So sometimes you may buy from a reputable person or traffic source, and it may not just be that great, right? But there are people that are literally doing illegitimate things to get your money. They're doing illegitimate things to put traffic into your system, right? And it sucks because people's businesses really get hurt when it comes to this, right? It's not all about them just losing $100-$500. It's not all about them just not getting any sales on that run. I've seen people get sold crappy traffic and literally had to break their back to fix their autoresponders, to fix their deliverability. It goes deeper than that. So even if you're like, oh, I'm gonna just try them anyway, think about it, right? Because you're gonna set yourself up for something ugly and nasty down the line if you're letting any Joe Schmo put crappy traffic into your system. Okay, so if you're not familiar with that, you should be having a page that you send people to, right? You should be having a page that you send people to where they enter your name and email in the system, and then they go to your offer, and then they also go on your list. So your system should be set up like that. If it's not, listen, you need to just start learning marketing. Put your name and your email in the box below, and start learning how to market. Because if this stuff is sounding foreign to you and you're trying to run traffic and get leads and get sales and all this other stuff, and this stuff is foreign to you, that means you're behind the curve. Okay. And people are just going to keep taking advantage of you. Okay. So you got the scammers that just don't give a hoot what they're doing to you. They don't care about your results. They just want your money. Okay. Then you got the traffic sources that, they might not be out there to try to do anything illegitimate to you, but the traffic source may not be that great. And if it's bad traffic, you need to just go ahead and put them in a pile with the scammers, because you're going to get the same results as the scammers, right? So what is bad traffic? Bad traffic isn't necessarily traffic that doesn't give you a whole bunch of sales, because if you know anything about marketing, we know only a small percentage, 1-2%, if you're lucky, will buy when they see your information on the front end. Okay. So what is, decent traffic? Traffic is, okay, you may bring in 1, 2, or a couple sales, depending on how many clicks you got, depending on the conversions of your website. There's so many things, guys. But basically, if you do get traffic, I encourage people to literally look inside of their autoresponder and see what goes on. So the average marketer if they even do this, they'll look and they'll say, okay, I'm getting a 30% opt-in rate, right? And they're all excited about their 30% opt-in rate. Okay, well, any Joe Smo can go ahead and put in, do clicks on your website and put in names and emails onto your site. This is just what I'm talking about. Sometimes people do illegitimate things to get traffic to your website when you purchase traffic from them. Okay. So, but what a lot of people don't do is look past that. Okay. So I'm going to show you something. I wish I had some real traffic that I said real traffic, but some traffic that I was actually running right now, but I'm not running any paid traffic. But if you're getting people onto your list and you're just looking at the percentage of who's opting in, I'm going to encourage you to go to your autoresponder, right? There's a lot of other stuff to this, but I'm not going to go too far in depth. But a lot of times what I do like to do is keep the traffic separate so I can see what's going on. So usually you can't do this unless you have a separate traffic for your traffic sources. Okay. And when you have a separate traffic source, you can see what's going on. Okay. I'm going to go to a traffic source that isn't as targeted as other traffic sources. Okay. So I have a Facebook group that I just plug the emails over to my system once they give me their emails. And that traffic source isn't bad, but it isn't that great. It's not as targeted. And then when we talked about target, you can have some targeted traffic that's, very close to where you do have a certain percentage that will be interested in what you have. So I would say this will be very close, right? And as you can see, I have about 444 subscribers, 444 in this first email, and a 29% open rate, 5% click rate. Not bad at all. If somebody sent me traffic and I got these results, I would not complain. Okay. So that's what you kind of want to do. You want to go back and see, how is this traffic performing? Now, I've seen it to where people bought traffic and they have like a 2% open rate. Okay. So something isn't right either with your deliverability, or is not right with the traffic source. Okay. But you definitely, if you usually have a good deliverability rate and you get some traffic with something like a 2%, 6%, you need to stop the traffic for one. Okay. Whatever I don't care. Stop the traffic, because that can lead you down a long, messy road of trying to fix this, getting your account suspended, or getting kicked off of whatever autoresponder you're on. Right. So it's dangerous when you start to tap into those bad traffic sources. So instead of just looking at the opt-in rate, you want to come in and seeing what people are doing. Now, I'm not going to show you my actual list, but when you go to the contacts, you can open up the contacts, or you can see right there whether these people are opening. It'll tell you if the person opened or didn't open, right? So, getting people on your list is easy for traffic source providers to do. Getting people to continue, excuse me, to continue to perform on your list, meaning opening and clicking on emails, is not easy for them to do, as easy anyway. But that's another way you can check your traffic, going deeper, because they know that if you see a 30% opt-in rate, you're going to be satisfied. You're not going to say anything, but you may be sitting there like, but I'm not getting any sales, but not knowing that you were sold bad traffic. If you go back in there and look, it will tell you whether these people are real or not real. Right. So that's a way that you can really look at it. And then I'll go to one that I think is more targeted. So I think I'm gonna go to I need to check my list because this looked weird to me. All right, check that all. So I'll go to one where I think my first email, it looks really weird to me, but basically I have 100. Oh, I get it now. I get it why it looks weird. I was looking at it earlier and I was like, this looks weird. These numbers look off. It's because I turned stuff off and turned other things on. So my numbers are off down here. But basically, the first email, totally different traffic, totally different target. It is off a bit. So I have less of this, but guess what? Less quality, less traffic, that is more, qualified traffic is better than a whole bunch of junk traffic, or a whole bunch of people that are less qualified. Okay. But as you can see, 100 people on this list, I'm sitting at a 65% open rate, which is way, past what you seen, just a second ago with I think it was about a 30% open rate. So this would really show you the difference in the quality of traffic. Okay, so the less quality traffic, the less you're going to get people performing on the back end. The more quality traffic, the better these numbers will look on the back end. Okay, so you need to take the time to look at your traffic to see how it's performing. Okay, and it's a lot of other stuff out there, like, what is your capture page looking like? Are you even capturing leads? What is your sales page conversions, right? Do you have something that's really converting? How is your process set up? Now, typically, I would say an average marketer that has some experience that can set it up a little bit, you can still get results. So if it's like you're getting a ton of clicks and no results, it's probably traffic. That's the number one reason why most people that come to me that complain that is having issue. That's the number one reason why they're not able to move forward, is traffic, is bad traffic. And I hate putting company names out there, but it's one company that starts with M, right? And a lot of people buy this system and expect to be able to just plug their website and their emails into the system and make a buku amount of money. I encourage you to be careful with those systems, because they're not all what they're cracked up to be. And to be honest, if the system was that easy, wouldn't it be something that everybody will be doing? Like, wouldn't buku money be falling from the sky and it's working like, like crazy, people making money, just plugging in an email and making a whole bunch of money? Like, think about it, guys. Just really make it make sense. So I always encourage people to learn to generate traffic. And if you choose to purchase traffic from a solo ad company or a person, do your due diligence. Again, like I said before, the link at the top of the description of this video will lead you to all of the training that you need in order to run a successful online business. So definitely click on that if you need help in your business. Okay, I call it my little university. Once you start learning and implementing that stuff, you won't get gypped with traffic, with bad traffic sources as much. Okay, there are some good ones out there still, that really runs, yeah, let's just keep it at that. Basically, guys, this stuff is simple, but it's just a matter of learning how to pay attention, learning what to look for, learning to make sure everything else is set up right, so that if your page is operating correctly, you got the right target. Once you start running traffic, you can almost pinpoint it and say, okay, I know everything else is working right. This traffic source may not be that great. So you want to really be serious about your business. Take your time. I literally seen people rush through a simple process where they could have made a great profit, if they would have just taken their time, and they lost, I think it was like $150 and was upset about it. Like, first of all, and they quit. So it was like, first of all, one part I did leave out is that should you do run into bad traffic, should you run into an incident where maybe you did get gypped out of your money, or maybe the traffic source didn't bring any sales on the front end, stay in the game. Okay, stay in the game. Learn from your mistakes. I learned from so many crazy mistakes, like sending traffic to a bad link and wasted $500. And this is when I ain't had no money as a young airman, like no money. That was like a paycheck for me. Okay, so basically, this is your business. It's up to you to take it seriously. Hopefully I provided some value. And if you need help, again, click on that link, like, comment, and subscribe. I see you on the top.